Those pump blocks are kind of set up for you to get in there to the ball. When those are happening, you kind of get the sense that you're about to get to that ball before they can get it off.
Yeah, coaches tell us when we get there, just have big eyes, shoot your hands, and that's what I did. Executed all practice and got to the game. 2 blocks, touchdown.
The guy who was supposed to block you, did he miss an assignment both times? Or?
He didn't block me.
So was there a guy that was supposed to block you?
Yeah. It just opened up clearly.
Yeah, we worked that all week though. We knew. I feel like Coach Hope did a great job of getting their scheme down, and he knew how to get them to do what he wanted them to do. And Steve got one of the, if not the best takeoff on this team. So we knew if we can get them to do what we wanted them to do, which was take the down man so Steve can come off the edge. If he come free, it's a block every time. His get off is just he's too explosive. And when he got off and nobody touched him, we knew every time it was a block.
Clifton, I know you've been itching to return a punt for a touchdown. Thomas got one last game. You guys probably had a little bit of friendly competition going on, I suspect, between you. Was it nice to go get yours today and be able to go back and say, all right, now we're even up?
Oh yeah, it's lovely because him being a receiver and me being a corner, that's already our battle. So we always competing, and nobody was more excited for him when he got that Charlotte return because last year when they called his return back, I felt for him because he really wanted it. But he also told me, he was like, look, I got one, so now you got to get one. And he had a key block on the kicker, I want to say, for me. And so did he, and it's just, I feel like this year, our special teams is just all playing together, all playing for one another. You see people running downfield 40 yards to make a block for me. And I'm not an easy person to block for, as y'all see, I cut back a lot. And they love to get on me about it. But just the way everybody get down the field and just the way we compete, I feel like that's what made us who we are this year.
Stephen, probably good for you to also get in and get some time in the corner. You're a really competitive guy. I know watching practice enough. You don't give up anything on anybody. When you're in there, you play it like it's a game. What was it like being able to now get out there on the field and really get in at game speed?
Yeah, it's been my first defensive snap since high school. It was amazing, man. Got in, made a play, executed, did my job, do what I had to do, just to make a play.
Did you think you'd be able to get to that ball before it rolled out the side of the end zone?
Oh, I got there. It was a touchdown. I need that.
Stephen, did you play a lot of special teams in high school?
Yeah, I did punt return, kick return. I didn't like kickoff like that until this year. I needed to get on the field. Do what I had to do at practice to get on the field.
So this is really the first opportunity you've had to block kicks.
In high school, yeah. Junior year, I blocked the kick in one of our playoff games, a punt. But yeah, today, this is my first 2-block game.
Clifton, first quarter, ODU had a little bit of success throwing some of the deep end stuff on you guys. Sat mentioned that there was a little bit of communication that had to get cleaned up. Do you recall kind of what was going on and where you guys maybe sharpened up to shut down those deep middle throws?
Yeah, it's just all week we've been practicing the keys from their offense that gives away their routes. And we just wasn't doing the best job communicating to everybody what was going on, how they were aligning, communicating to the people that tied into our coverage, who tied in with who. And I feel like once we just got there and just, it's been 2 weeks since we played, so things like that happen, but I'm just proud of the way we talked it out. Nobody started pointing fingers or anything like that. We just talked it out and fixed it.
And when it's time to do that communication in that scenario, where does that come from on the field? Who generally kind of directs traffic back there?
Really, Josh Thomas probably one of the smartest people, I would say. Flory is probably one of the main people, but we try to get it from everybody. Like, that's a big thing for us this year, is just getting everybody to echo the call or echo any checks or anybody to tie into. Once you hear it, just send it on and just pass it down. I feel like that's what's getting this defense to where we are.
Stephen, how important is being vocal to your game? Because at practices, you're always a very vocal guy.
Yeah, that's just me. I just like the game that much because I just like competing. That's all.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll get offensive players in here now.